Under the
It's giving them a false sense of security.
Now, I think it's under control. I'll tell you what.
How? 1,000 Americans are dying a day.
They are dying. That's true. And it is what it is.
So hello and welcome people back to my channel, and I know it's been a long time for a YouTube video, and especially since for like draft videos as a whole, but now we're back for BDL Season 6. We are A-League, which is the middle division once again, and we have some interesting battles in our regular season at least. You can see that we have pretty nice team draft, but like we have Meganium as our tier 1 Mega. Oh, if you didn't know, my draft position in the draft was 17th out of 18 people, or around that. Yeah, but I was next to last, so we couldn't really get any broken one. We still have a pretty good team, but we couldn't get anything broken. And what we actually did get is tier 1 Mega DNC. Very strong Pokemon, 160 in both attacks. So they really can't now if I'm bringing physical or special. The only real thing is obviously the 4x steel weakness up to 50 HP. Like if you took away 60 attack and gave it like 60 more HP, it would have been broken. Then we got another tier 1 with Gliscor. I don't really think I need to explain what Gliscor can do. It's just a pretty tanky Pokemon, a lot of defense, Sword Stance setup, Toxic Orb heal, stuff like that. Meganium is our fire and water type at the same time. It's a little bit of an experiment, but I'm willing to do that because I really want to see where this goes with Meganium. Oh, also then our second tier 1 is Celesteela. Like the Beast Boost, Autotomy set, super dangerous. Leech Seed Protect, super annoying. Has a lot of coverage, super tanky, and overall really hard to break because I do have some pretty good resists with Gliscor and Celebi for the electric type part, and Meganium just laughs at fire type attacks anyway. Then our tier 3s, some of the nicest out there I think. Mienshao and Weezingala. Weezingala being so phenomenal with neutralizing gas. Like there's so many Pokemon that are good because of their abilities and the stuff they do with their abilities, and Weezing is just there to stop that. Even if you need another ground immunity, you can do that. It's just a poison type, it's not a fairy, so I don't have to switch in Diancie and to any dangerous dragons, for example like Diancie would never like to switch into Garchomp, but Weezing can, and that's something really cool. And anyway, obviously Mienshao, good speed, pretty good attack, nice Scarfmon, nice Life Orbmon, Band, U-turn knockoff, close combat, and you can always switch into rocks, and it's pretty cool. I'm certainly very hyped to use it. Then as on tier 4 we have Sneasel, which is a little bit of an odd one because, well, you know, it's not really bulky, and so dark types generally have to switch into psychic type attacks. Pretty strong, 95 attack still, 115 speed, which is really nice. Like still triple axle, sword stance set. And then we have one of the best tier 5s, obviously, Kecleon. Like, that special defense is wall in my team. And overall, Stealth Rock, Knockoff, very wide moveset. Like, I feel like a lot of these Pokemon can play a lot of different roles, so none of them have to come this role every time I play. And that's something I really like, actually. Then we have Celebi, just bulky grass, okay, psychic, yeah, but like 100 across the board is never bad, Staff Rock availability is never bad, and Celebi is just general a good bulky grass type that beats water types most of the times. Then we have Hooper as a little bit of a special breaker, like 150 special tag, it's huge. And obviously the fighting immunity, I just wanted a ghost and I didn't want to go for Poltergeist, and Hooper just is more of a breaker anyway, so that's really nice. And then we have Ninjas. Ninjas mainly therefore I saw Treeman has a psychic terrain team, and I'd really not like to play that at all, but we have to, and like he has Lele, Megazam, And even if he wants to go for like sub-Zam, Ninja is just scared of Infiltrate and just scares it. Pretty cool actually. Okay, but that's enough of this, and now we're gonna look at the team we are playing this week. Okay, and then we have here our opponent, Beats. Beats being one of the probably most creative players I've seen, and this team is a show of this. Like, he has Mega Sharpedo, which I really like to use sometimes, but this is only water, so that's extremely rough. Because, well, no bulky. You don't need a bulky water, but you need at least something that can take a good hit, and I don't think Sharpedo can do that. Then we have Zapdos G, which is pretty good tier 1, not the best one, but still pretty good. And then we have Spectrier and Kyurem. And this pair is so hard to prep for actually, if you don't have the right mons at your availability. Like, you obviously need like a dark or normal type for Spectrier, and you can, and Kyurem just puts Focus Blast on all these Zapdos, does fun of you for it. Also, he has a brick with Garbodor and like Stash Rocks on few mons. He has pretty good, what's it called? Like, he can Hazard Stack, and if they don't have Rapid Spin, they're gonna defog. If they're defogging, Zapdos G comes and gets +2 attack. And if they're Rapid Spinning, it's a pretty Spectre switcher. Besides that, like, he took 2 of the most cheap Rapid Spin mons, and that's all. This is removal, either, because none of these had removal, and that was really bad for him. But yeah, that was his removal. So my plan was to kind of build a little bit around that. And we do have a pretty intelligent plan against the Zapdos. So let's go into the Pokepace and see what I did. Okay guys, here we are in the Pokepace, and the first one that actually is here is the Kecleon. The Kecleon is its sole reason to be here is to check that Spectrier. Because with Sucker Punch, Knockoff, Shadow Sneak, I am actually pretty safe against Spectrier. Like any set like Sub Disable, I'm pretty safe with like Knockoff, Shadows. I have to play around it a little bit, but I could be relatively safe. Then obviously it's not doing anything with Dark Pulse, even if it's nasty plotting. With Adamant I have a good chance of killing it too, because of Protein, and this Kecleon is probably the best counter to Spectrier. And then we have Low Kick if Kyurem obviously is there, and Low Kick can kill Kyurem, I believe. Then we have Weezing Galar, which is my genius idea to not let him hazard stack me, and me still being able to defog. Because with neutralizing gas, the Zapdos obviously doesn't have its ability. And then we just have defog plans with Flamethrower, Strange Stream. Standard, like Flamethrower hits a good amount, Strange Stream hits a good amount, and Weezing's there, so I don't get hazard stacked. Then we have Shine Bright, the Mega DNC with Moonburst, Earth Power, Rock Polish, Stealth Rock. Don't really need Mystical Fire here, because like Bronzong's gonna F me either way, and like Rock Polish just for the little gamble if I have to set up, need some speed, because there's still the Mega Sharpedo though. And Sharpedo has speed boost, and it's not first turn Mega. Then we have Toxic Egg, steal the score. With Earthquake, Toxic Protect, Knockoff. It's there to deal damage, toxic things, bring the overall HP of the enemy team low, so the Yancy can actually shine. Then we have Hot Damn Volcanion. And Volcanion is actually there to break a hole into his team. Same kind of way with Gliscor, but more with tags instead of like Toxic Knockoff. And it can still take an Earthquake hit from Mega Sharpedo and kill it with Steam Eruption, I believe. Not really sure, but it's gonna deal a good amount of damage. Then you have Jeff Bezos, Celesteela with Giga Drain, Air Slash, Heavy Slam, Protect. Just a defensive option, because I need to be careful of some of his offensive threats here. So let's go into the game and see how this plan actually worked out. So here we are in the game, guys. As you can see, he did bring Spectrier, he did bring Kyurem, he did not bring the Zapdos, and I was so sad when I saw that. I thought like I was genius for doing that, and then he didn't even bring it. Like I kind of feel bad for myself after seeing that. But yeah, Kyurem obviously pretty strong. Spectrier does not do anything to Kecleon. Bronzong gets chipped down. Like I have Toxic, I have not Toxic. I have like Knockoff, and then you know, Bronzong gets chipped down very easily without recovery at all. Sylveon is a little bit of an annoying thing if he has Heal Bell. Well, because my thing right now is just to Toxic it and break through it with raw power and like heavy slam Celesteela. Well, and then Essential's probably just gonna be like full hazard. Let's see how it did go. So I go for Volcanion, he goes for Bronzong, because nothing on his team really can one-shot me. And maybe like an offensive Sand Slash, but then it would need to be really fast, and if it's not, I still kill it. So we obviously just click the Flamethrower here, and he goes Kyurem, which is fine. Crit did not matter later on, I believe, but like crit first turn obviously sucks. But now we have a dilemma, because I either lose Gliscor or Volcanion, but because I do not want to get damage done on Celesteela, because I need a heavy slam for like a core Knight Sylveon. So I decided, okay, what am I gonna predict? Ice attack or ground attack? I predicted ice attack. He's going for earth power. And Volcanion is done. Great start, obviously. Well, you can't really change that, but you know, we know that its specs modest, I believe, because it's the only way to kill me. So we can switch in Celesteela and Heavy Slam. He goes for Sand Sledge. This is okay. We can calc that this is actually a pretty offensive Sand Slash. He goes for Knockoff, just gets rid of my leftovers. I go for Giga Drain, and now his removal is gone. So he goes into Spectrier. I go into Kecleon because it's always my switch in. He goes for Nasty Plot, realizes, oh damn, he's protecting. I go for Sucker Punch. He's probably disabled, but he hoped for that I would go for Knockoff. I go for Knockoff now, and the Cobra Berry protein still does 38 to Bronzong. So this doesn't have leftovers, it's Cobra Berries eaten. I just need to switch out, because if it's faster by any strange means, I'm gonna really get my ass beaten by Spectrier, so I don't need to actually be sad about it. Also, this doesn't get Willow, so I can just get my Toxic off. I knock off once, he goes for Skill Swap, which is just pretty cool. Next turn he released that he is Protect. And the thing is, if he would have protected first turn, then Skill Swap, I would have taken a little bit more damage, I believe. But it is what it is. Weezing comes in. And he goes Sharpedo actually, for whatever reason. Then he switches out, trying to predict something. And I just Strange Dream and see, okay, this is pretty bulky. I see the Sylveon, I go for Defog so I get rocks away and see, oh, okay. The Sylveon is indeed, you know, he goes for Hyper Voice, which does 27 to Celesteela, which is huge. He goes for Mystical Fire, I'm obviously slower. He goes for Rumid Special Attack, but Heavy Slam does 77, god damn. Obviously, yeah, Celesteela is down now, but it did its job. Sylveon is low enough for Gliscor. I Earthquake, Sylveon's dead. Easy way to deal with it. Then he goes Sharpedo. And now I remembered that I still have Neutralizing Gas. And Sharpedo can't get a speed boost if I have Neutralizing Gas. This Weezing can beat the Sharpedo. And I was so hyped when I saw that. He goes for Liquidation, which does nothing. I have Black Sludge either way. And he goes into Bronzong, which is okay. I go for Flamethrower because I predicted something like that. And just attack again because I'm fast, I believe. So he has two more mons now. One of them, Kyurem. I did sag the Fridays for Future because I know that this Kyurem is some kind of choice. And him going Ice Beam doesn't threaten this Kecleon as much. Also the ants, he just can't set up. Oh, no, wait, okay, no, I'm stupid, I forgot what I did, because I tagged because Specs Modest had a chance to kill me with Ice Beam, I believe. And now we have an important turn, because if this is gonna protect and I Rock Polish, then I win. If he Megas attacks me, I lose. Because this probably has close combat. Liquidation will kill me from a Mega Sharpedo. This is always slower than Sharpedo. And close combat would attack Kecleon. But the thing is, if I wouldn't have Rock Polish and I attack him and he attacks me, I'm faster. And then he loses. So this was a 50-50 call. And what happened was, he goes for Protect because it's a safer play. I do have Rock Polish, I click it. And now I win because he doesn't get double. That double Protect didn't matter because like then we're still like he's 105, I'm 110. And Spectrier takes 1. Shadow Ball does 42, which is pretty big actually. 2 Moonblasts kill it, and that was the game against Beats. GBG Beats, like the bronzing set was really cool. The Sylveon could have really messed me up if it wasn't like a lot of attack on Gliscor. I didn't see Spectre coming, like Kecleon always beats the Spectre, like Galarian Zapdos could have probably done more damage this game to me. I'm not really sure, but probably. Kyurem always was a big problem for me anyway. GG Beats, I hope you have a good season. We start the season with 103 plus. I hope you liked the video. Hope to see you next time as well. Have a good day. And oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, this video is late because I got my knee surgery. I got my ACL replaced, and that's why this video is a little bit late. But yeah, even so, have a good time guys. See you next time.